All right, crew, let's roll. Starting with our calves. Now we can have the opposite leg on the floor here to help with support, or you can have it up on top. Just depends on how sore you are. I'm gonna hold it off that leg for a little bit, and then just get all angles and get the whole length of your calf there. Try to find the sore spots, thing that's feeling a little tender. All right, then from here we're going to flip it over and we're going to do the quads. So on the quad, I want to start right there at the hip bone, okay, and rock back and forth. Get those hip flexors loosened up, and then we'll roll all the way down the leg. Same thing here, we're just always looking for any area that doesn't feel right, sore, crunchy, knotted up. Once you find that, focus on that area. Change the positioning of the leg there as we go. 5 seconds. All right, then we're going to go on to the IT band. So on the IT band, I'm going to start on the front corner of my leg. So toes are going to be tilted down. Okay, and I'm going to work that area that is the intersection between the quad muscles and the IT band. So kind of right on that front corner. Now let's go directly on the IT band. Trying to find the stuff that hurts. Down there by the knee, a lot of times we'll find a lot of junk and adhesions. And then let's go toe up, working that hamstring IT band connection. And let's flip it up to the hamstring. Start with your toe out to the side, working that lateral hamstring. And let's go toe up. If you need a little more pressure here, go ahead and just cross the left leg over the right. Sometimes hamstrings can be a little harder to feel. And let's go toe inside, hitting the medial hamstring there. Find some tenderness in there. All right, let's go on to the glute. So you're going to be on the right butt cheek, cross the right leg over the left, and we'll roll. We can have the roller horizontal and roll back and up and down, or we can turn the roller vertical and we can roll side to side. Okay, find the one that works best for you and the one where you feel the most. And then find the sore area. We're going to flip it over and go inner thigh next. So when you flip it over, you take the roller parallel with you and then take your leg perpendicular at the hip, and then we're going to roll from the groin to the knee. Groin to knee. Put as much pressure on there as you can. Most times we're going to feel the soreness about 6 inches up from the knee. Try to stay up into a kind of a plank position here, getting as much pressure on that leg as you can. All right, let's switch legs. Let's go left leg, starting with the calf. Again, just start with the toe faced out, turned out, and then just work that toe around, put as much pressure on there as you need to make sure you're getting a good kind of massage there of the muscle. All right, let's flip it over. Let's go into our quads. Starting up there by the hip bone. Rocking back and forth. And then we'll go all the way down to the knee. Lumps, bumps, pain. Find anything in there that hurts. And then focus on those areas. That's unhealthy tissue. 10 seconds. A few more rolls here on the quad. And let's go to the IT band. So we're going to start in the front corner. So toes are going to be tilted down just slightly. Again, we want to work that intersection of the quad and the IT band. Make sure that that's nice and smooth. Let's go right on the side of the leg here. Focus on the areas that hurt. And let's tilt the toe up. Nice and controlled, smooth. All right, let's go all the way over to our hamstrings now, starting with the toe out. And let's go toe up. Central hamstring. Got 3 hamstring muscles back there. Working the knots out. And let's go toe in. And let's go into our glutes. So we're on the left butt cheek, crossing the left leg over the right. Again, you can have the roller horizontal and you can roll up and down, or you can have it vertical and you can roll side to side. Find the option that works best for you. The muscle fibers here go horizontally, so sometimes you want to go perpendicular to that. And let's flip it over, go inner thigh. So you're going to take it, again, want that leg up perpendicular with the body. Okay, and then we're up into a pup or plank position. And then we're just going to roll knee to groin. Put as much pressure on there as you can. Now, if you find a spot that's sore, you can stop. And then you can just work the leg a little bit. You can just work that knot out. Get that tissue healthy. We're going to flip it over onto the back, going into our lats. All right, let's start on the right side. You're going to put the roller right behind your armpit and then lean back just slightly. And then you can either roll up and down, or if that's too much pressure or you find a knot, you can just kind of rock on it here. Just move around, find those sore spots and rock. Both options work. Just massage that tissue. 5 seconds, we'll switch sides. All right, let's switch sides, go on the left side. Same thing, right behind the armpit. Now, make sure that we're staying on the muscle here, not on the rib cage. Okay, we don't want to be on the rib cage, we want to stay on that big muscle in the back. Again, we can rock back and forth, or we can go up and down. Five seconds, we're going to go to T-spine extensions. All right, let's take the roller just under the shoulder blades. Okay, I'm going to keep my hips down, arms up by my head. I'm just going to extend back, hang out for a few seconds, let it open up. Come back up, scoot down a little bit so the roller goes up. Extend back over. All right, come back up. Let's do one more. Extend back over. Just kind of hang out here. Let it open up. All right, now you're going to hug yourself hips up. And now we're going to roll mid-back to upper back. Now we want to stay out of the lower back here for the most part. Just working on those muscles in between the shoulder blades. Might get a few cracks here as well. Cheap chiropractor. Find those knots. Roll back and forth.
All right, crew, let's get warmed up. Starting in our bird dog into glute stretch. So stomach's tight, we're gonna kick opposite arm, opposite leg, and then we're gonna sink back into our glute stretch, bringing our foot up. Okay, so from the side, opposite arm, opposite leg, kick back into our glute stretch. Just holding it there for 1 or 2 seconds, and then switching sides, bring the foot up, sink back into the hip. Switching sides. Stomach is tight here. Want to make sure that we're engaging the core as we kick opposite arm, opposite leg. And then again, kicking back into that glute stretch. Let's go one more. And then we're going to go into our Spider-Man with reach. Kick back. Okay, Spider-Man with reach. Nice pup position, step up. Push the hip down and forward. Go ahead and touch that back knee. Rotate the hand both directions. Switch. Scat push-up, knee push-up, or full push-up in the middle. And switch legs. We're looking to get about 6 to 8 reps here total. It's not fast, but not slow either. Rotate, stretch. Scat push-up, knee push-up, standard push-up in the middle. A few more reps. And we're gonna go flip it over into our glute bridge with reach. Let's go one more rep. Good, and let's flip over onto our back. Glute bridge with reach. So we're gonna go toes up, push the hips up, and then I'm gonna reach across the shoulder, back down. Hips up. Once you got it down, go ahead and pick up the pace. Cranking out your reps. We're reaching over and across. Squeezing the glutes, over and across. Opening up the upper back. Okay, I want you to dig your heels into the floor. Squeeze the hamstring, squeeze the glute, and reach. Okay, we're gonna go to side chest stretch. So we're back up onto all fours. Take your arms out to the side, and we're just gonna rotate down. Take that shoulder to the floor. Stretch out the chest and the biceps. Okay, just going side to side here, holding the stretch for a few seconds. Opening up the chest and shoulders. Trying to rotate the shoulder down to the floor. A few more reps here, and then we're going to stand up. We need to grab our bands, and we're going to go into our pull aparts. 3, 2, and let's grab the band, and let's go pull apart. Shoulder grip or shoulder width. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Keep those shoulders down and back. Try not to let them creep up. We don't have to go super fast here. Again, just getting warmed up, working the upper back, counterbalancing all that time sitting at a desk. Okay, let's get the band all the way to the chest. Trying to keep the pinkies slightly elevated. A few more reps here. We're going to go into our shoulder dislocates in 3, 2, and shoulder dislocates. So grabbing the band, open up those shoulders, nice and slow through that sticky point. If you need to, you can go one arm at a time. Okay, it depends on how tight you are there. The wider your grip is, the easier it's going to be. The closer you get, the more challenging it's going to be. Stretching out that shoulder girdle. Okay, nice and easy. Pull the shoulders down and back as we go. A few more reps. We'll go into our squat to lateral lunge in 5 seconds. Let's go one more dislocate. And let's put our band up. Okay, we're going to squat. Good squat, and then step out into lateral squat. Back to the center. Squat. Lateral squat. Squat. Lateral squat. Now, if you're ready for it, let's stay low the whole time. So we'll go squat into Cossack squat. Boom. Okay. Otherwise, just hitting that squat, working good squat technique, and then stretching out the groin in our lateral squat. Squat, lateral squat. Trying to get a little lower every time. 5 seconds. 3, one more. 2. All right, crew, let's knock it out. Shoulder taps, stomach's tight. We're going to touch that opposite shoulder. Try not to rock the hips. Keep the core locked in, nice and tight. Pup, hand to knee. So we're going to get a good, nice pup position. Nice wide fingers, hands under the shoulders. And then we're just going to go back, touch the knee, and come back. So I want to move my hips up as I touch the knee. And then we're back down into our nice solid pup position there at the bottom. Pup, hand to toe. So I'm going to go into pup position here. I'm going to reach back to the toe as the hips come up and then come back to a nice solid pup position here. Speed skater slides. So we're going to go wide feet, and you're going to bend the knee, push the hip back, touch the toe over to the other side. Now I want to explode out. Skater jumps. I'm going to explode to the side as far as I can. Nice soft landing. Prone swimmers. We're going to be down on the belly. Here we're going to move opposite arm, opposite leg though. So we're going to get everything up off the floor, and then we're just going to go like we're swimming. When you need to keep the hands and feet down, that's cool. Just go here, opposite arm, opposite leg. Okay, crew, we're starting with a pup to knee taps. Opposite knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. It's 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. 10 total on this one. Or sorry, 10 each side. Taps. Opposite knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. It's 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. 10 total on this one. 10 each side. Taps. Opposite. Knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. 10 total on this one. 10 each side. Taps. Opposite. Knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. 10 total on this one. 10 each side. Taps. Opposite. Knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. 10 total on this one. 10 each side. Taps. Opposite. Knee. 10 reps. Then we're going into our skater jumps. Feel the glutes. 10 reps. Okay, when you're done with skaters, we're going to hit the deck, go into our prone alternating swimmer, chest up. Wall band explosive hip hinge. So we want to get a heavy enough band and then far enough away from the wall that we get some good tension here. So this is going to pull the hips back, and then we're going to explode up and out. So back, explode. Okay, again, hinging the hips, letting that band pull you back, and then accelerate against it. Wall band broad jump. We're going to take the band right around the hips. Okay, and then I'm just going to explode out as far as I can, and then back pedal back. Explode out and back pedal back. Rear foot elevated split squat. So we want to try and find an elevation here where we can get that hip down to knee height. Okay, so we can adjust the foot here forward or backwards to make sure we can get all the way down. I recommend you start on the floor on these ones, stomach tight, and then we're going to drive through that front leg, nice controlled down, touch that knee and back up. Then we grab our dumbbells, one in each hand for our suitcase position, driving through that front leg, making sure that I'm torquing that knee out. Okay, never let that knee cave in as we go up and down. So on the inverted rows, we're going to have the handles right about hip height, so right at the bone. Then we're going to take the feet as low as I can. The lower I get the feet, the harder it is. The higher up I get them, the easier it gets. We're going to go neutral grip, shoulders down and back, pulling up, squeezing the lats, squeezing the armpits, and back down. Band assist chin up. So you're going to take the band, you can take it around the knee for a little more difficult progression, or the foot. Around the foot, we grab the bar with the palms facing us, cross your leg over the top, pulling shoulders down and back, getting all the way up there as high as we can go, nice and controlled on the way back down. To get out of it, grab, pull down, and out. Dumbbell chin up, I'm going to have a dumbbell ready to go. Palms are going to face me on the chin up. Okay, I'm going to grab the bar, then I'm going to grab with my feet the dumbbell, pulling up over the bar, nice controlled on the way down. Push press, so we're going to dip and explode, pop, control it down. Dip, pop, control it down. Okay, we should be able to go a little bit heavier on those than on our shoulder press. Head ball slams. We want to go squat to get this, keeping the chest up, squat down, all the way up overhead, and I'm going to accelerate it down, back up. Again, I'm squatting with it, letting go at the very last second there, and then trying to catch it on the bounce. Wall band broad jump going in 3, 2, and go. Explode, quick back. Crank them out. 5, 3, all right, rear foot elevated, split squat, right leg, 3, 2, and go. Want to get the hip down to knee height or as close to that as you can. 5 seconds, 2 more. 3, 2, band assisted chin up in 3, 2, and go. Palms are going to face you. And then we're going to go all the way down, all the way up, pulling those elbows down by our sides. 3, rear foot elevated squat, left leg, going in 3, 2, let's go. Want to align that back foot so that my knee can touch. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we got push press going in 3, 2, and again, dip, pop, control. Little cheated shoulder press here. And we want to accelerate up. Finish it, use your legs. 1 more. Med ball slams in 3, 2, and go. Make sure we squat with it. Try to catch it on the bounce if you can. 3, wall band broad jump going in 3, 2, and go. Explode, quick back. Crank them out. 5, 3, all right, rear foot elevated, split squat, right leg, 3, 2, and go. Want to get the hip down to knee height or as close to that as you can. 5 seconds. 2 more. 3, 2. Band assisted chin up in 3, 2, and go. Palms are going to face you. And then we're going to go all the way down, all the way up, pulling those elbows down by our sides. 3, rear foot elevated squat, left leg, going in 3, 2, let's go. Want to align that back foot so that my knee can touch. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we got push press going in 3, 2, and again, dip, pop, control. Little cheated shoulder press here. And we want to accelerate up. Finish it, use your legs. 1 more. Med ball slams in 3, 2, and go. Make sure we squat with it. Try to catch it on the balance if you can. 3. Wall band broad jump going in 3, 2, and go. Explode, quick back. Crank them out. 5, 3, all right, rear foot elevated, split squat, right leg, 3, 2, and go. Want to get the hip down to knee height or as close to that as you can. 5 seconds, 2 more. 3, 2, band assisted chin up in 3, 2, and go. Palms are going to face you. And then we're going to go all the way down, all the way up, Holding those elbows down by our sides. 3. Rear foot elevated squat, left leg. Going in 3, 2, let's go. Want to align that back foot so that my knee can touch. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we got push press going in 3, 2, and again, dip, pop, control. Little cheated shoulder press here. And we want to accelerate up. Finish it, use your legs. 1 more. Med ball slams in 3, 2, and go. Make sure we squat with it. Try to catch it on the balance if you can. 3. Wall band broad jump going in 3, 2, and go. Explode, quick back. Crank them out. 5, 3, all right, rear foot elevated, split squat, right leg, 3, 2, and go. Want to get the hip down to knee height or as close to that as you can. 5 seconds, 2 more. 3, 2, band assisted chin up in 3, 2, and go. Palms are going to face you. And then we're going to go all the way down, all the way up, pulling those elbows down by our sides. 3, rear foot elevated squat, left leg, going in 3, 2, let's go. Want to align that back foot so that my knee can touch. 2 more. One more. All right, we got push press going in 3, 2, and again, dip, pop, control. Little cheated shoulder press here. And we want to accelerate up. Finish it, use your legs. One more. Med ball slams in 3, 2, and go. Make sure we squat with it. Try to catch it on the bounce if you can. 3. Speed squats. Toes slightly out, chest up. We're going for as many as we can here. Banded speed squats. We're going to take the band around the shoulders here. Okay, and then I want to bring my hands out and then right there by the throat, rip those knees out, keep the chest up, and then we're just cranking out reps. Remember on speed squats, we're going to come all the way up but without pausing there at the top and then all the way down. So we want to keep tension on the legs, cranking those reps out as fast as we can, ripping the knees out, keeping the chest up. Seated row here, we're on the floor. Take the band around the feet. We want a slight bend in the knees, nice tall posture in the back, shoulders down and back, squeezing the lats as we pull back. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2. Band speed squats going in 3, 2, and go. Go as fast as we can, as many as we can here. Keep the elbows up, rip the knees out. Trying to get 1 per second, or as close to that as you can get. 5, 3, 2. Speed seated row in 3, 2, let's go. Tight back, tight shoulders, we're just cranking out reps here. Three, keep pulling. 2.
All right, crew, good job. Let's own it on 3. 1, 2, 3, own it.